find yourself brimming with ideas, knowing exactly what needs to get done, yet somehow you're stuck? You're not alone. In fact, statistics show that nearly 70% of entrepreneurs admit to feeling stuck at some point or another. And this is despite being fully aware of what needs to happen next to be successful. I know this from personal experience, as well as working with countless entrepreneurs and clients who have experienced that same issue. See, it's mental blocks. But the key to understanding is knowing what's happening beneath the surface and then using the right tools to get unstuck. And that's exactly what we are diving into today.
Welcome to the Success Blueprint Podcast, where we dive deep into the world of entrepreneurship and success. Join us in uncovering the stories behind the triumphs, challenges, and invaluable lessons learned by today's most inspiring entrepreneurs.
So today, we're going to dig into the real reasons that may be holding you back, even when you know the steps that you need to take to succeed. By the end of the session, you'll have practical, neuroscience-backed strategies to overcome those blocks and finally gain momentum. You see, knowing what to do but not taking action, it can often boil down to the underlying fears or unresolved beliefs. It's not about laziness, it's actually about subconscious resistance, fears of failure, imposter syndrome, or even the worry of what success will actually mean. I want you to think about a project or a goal that you've been putting off. Why haven't you started? Maybe it's because you're unclear about the next step, or could it be deeper than that? I encourage you to jot it down, even just a few words, about how you feel when you think about tackling that project. You see, understanding why we hesitate is the first step in addressing it. Once we recognize the underlying cause, we can move forward with clarity. So let's explore some powerful, actionable strategies to start breaking through those barriers. See, psychologically, small wins can change everything. You're going to want to start by identifying one small, specific task that you can do. Instead of saying, I need to launch my business, focus on, I need to write a business plan introduction. This bite-sized approach creates progress that is achievable, and it builds the momentum you need to keep moving. Think of a positive memory where you felt powerful, successful, or in control. Now that you have that positive memory, I want you to keep it because we're going to anchor that to build off of the momentum that we've just created. I want you to picture the scene in as much detail as possible. I want you to notice the light, the colors, any visual elements around you. I want you to recall any sounds, voices, background noise from that memory. And I want you to focus on the quality, the tone of each of those sounds. Good. Next, I want you to relive the physical sensations, like the warmth or the coolness, the textures surrounding you. And I want you to also allow yourself to feel both the emotions and the physical energy from that moment. Once you feel yourself fully immersing in that memory, I want you to press your thumb and your index finger together. Once you do that, we're going to be anchoring this state. So turn up that volume. Let the intensity build in that memory and feeling. I want you to allow yourself to really build upon it. Once you feel like you're at the peak, I want you to squeeze as hard as you comfortably can for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. Good. I want you to do that again. This time when we make that visualization, I want you to allow yourself to immerse even deeper. So again, closing your eyes, fingers together, allowing yourself to see everything that you saw in that experience. Allow the intensity to peak, getting stronger, feeling, seeing, hearing everything. And as it gets intense again, you're going to hold it and go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release again. Good. I want you to allow yourself to go back into that state again, reliving that memory, allowing it to peak and holding again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. After you release that last one, I want you to shake it out. Good. When you squeeze your finger and your thumb together, you may feel a slight sensation. That's you triggering that anchor. I want you to practice that maybe 1 to 3 more times today. The more that you practice it, the more that it's going to embed, and the more that it embeds, the more that you're going to be able to use it. So by practicing it, you're just benefiting your anchor and you. So allow those feelings to flood in instantly again and focus on that anchor so that you can use this. By practicing this, you're going to strengthen the anchor and make it easier to access in future when you want to feel this way again. Next time that you're feeling hesitation creeping in, I want you to use this anchor to bring that sense of momentum to resurface and ground yourself in that positive feeling. You see, anchoring is a simple but effective NLP tool that can really bridge the gap between feeling prepared and actually taking action. Now, in my personal experience, one of the most powerful ways to get out of a rut is reframing. This NLP technique teaches us to rewire our thoughts by changing how we perceive challenges. Instead of thinking, this project is overwhelming, try thinking, I'm tackling this one step at a time to ensure quality and success. This subtle shift impacts not only how we feel, but also how we approach the task. And last but not least, visualization. It isn't just motivational, it's actually neurological. Visualizing yourself taking the steps towards your goal actually activates the neural pathways associated with behavior, making it easier to execute. It's like a dress rehearsal. I have found pairing visualization with hypnosis can actually reprogram your subconscious to view these tasks as neutral and attainable instead of stressful. And these strategies work so well because I've actually seen them work. They're working with your neurology, the way that your brain thinks. So here's what I mean. I had a really skeptical client who, when I began working with them a few years back, he had a clear vision, but was really paralyzed by the fear of failure due to his failed prior business. Now, through incremental goal setting and NLP-based reframing, we actually were able to work on helping him gain the confidence to launch his dream business. Now, today, he's actually running a very successful consultancy firm, and in his own words, he finally feels aligned with who he was meant to be. Now, what's the lesson here? The willingness to embrace these new techniques, believe in a mindset shift, and apply these tools consistently helped him overcome the barriers between him and action. And it can do that for you as well. So remember these essentials. Break down your goals into achievable steps by applying NLP techniques to reframe and realign your thinking. And visualize success as if it is already yours. These aren't just concepts, they're literally tools that you can start using right now. So I encourage you to try these techniques and see the difference that they make. Leave a comment on what's been holding you back and how you're planning to overcome them. And if you want to dive even deeper, check out my full guide in the NLP goal setting in the link below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and watch out for the accompanying hypnosis video, linked also in the comments below, that will help you reinforce these steps and help you internalize success with focused habits. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.